So let's get started
Okay,
with
sir.
Harshvardhan.
Harshan.
Hmm.
Yeah, myself is Harshan. I have completed my CA final group 1 and I have overall 10 years of experience in finance. Currently, I'm working with Capgemini
Okay.
as a finance controller.
Okay. Good.
That's-
Okay. Then let's go to Vinay.
So, hi everyone, good morning. So, I'm Vinay Bharadwaj. So, I have overall 5.4 years of experience. I'm into PMO. So, currently, I'm working as a project manager in Cloud Thero Infotech Private Limited, Hyderabad.
Cool. Thank you, Vinay. Prema, to you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Prema. I have completed HEMCOM. I am in Sweden. I don't have any experience.
Okay. Good. So now coming to myself, my name is Krishna, and my education qualification is MBA Finance. And overall, I have a 12 years of experience in SAP, close to 8 years. Currently, I am working with Wipro Technologies as a team lead and also a solution architect for FI and CU module. And including this, I'll be also taking care of project system module, PS module, if you heard of it, right? So that's all. And last 3 years, I was in teaching, and yeah, this is a kind of my hobby, maybe a passion, you can name it. That is how I'm taking the classes. Okay. Now let's get started. I don't think so. People are joining today. So I'm presenting my screen. Just let me know. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes. Okay. So the one thing, are you guys comfortable in talking English? Are you guys want me to talk in Telugu? What would be your preferred language? Prema, to you?
In English, sir. English,
Oh,
sir.
okay. Good. Then we'll go by English. Okay. Let's see. But why are we here today? It is an interaction session, guys. Okay. So nowadays, everything is too much interaction is needed. If you're not talking, it's not good that if you have no, like so much technical hands on also there is no use. You have to explore and you have to talk. That is how it works. And in the class also, I'll be talking, you guys will be talking. I'll be showing, you guys have to show. Kind of two-way communication. It's not that I'll speak 1 hour and I'll disappear. No. Okay? We need a full interaction. So tell me, guys, why are we here today? What are we going to do?
SAP FICO
SAP
training
FICO what? Training.
for
Hmm.
train.
Okay. So maybe basic and the stupid questions I'll ask. First, tell me, guys, what is SAP? What is SAP?
Systems, applications, and products.
Hmm.
It is a
Correct.
ERP software.
Correct. Let me write down. It's a one of the ERP software application, right? Hmm. I'll write it down there. So what is the stand full form of SAP? System applications and products.
In data processing.
And data processing, right? That is well. So I hope Arshav and Vinay, you guys also know the abbreviation, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then it's a pity. Okay, you should know
Mm.
it. So
Only I know SAP. Full form I
mm,
know.
you have to know, boss.
Mm.
You are into SAP and you want to start your career, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, nobody is going to ask you what are the definitions, but at least for yourself, you should be confident, right?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, leave it. So this is one of a software application, and we call it as ERP. What does it mean by ERP? What does it do exactly? Anybody?
To manage day-to-day business transactions.
Hmm. What is the full form of ERP?
Enterprise resource planning.
Hmm. Resource planning. Okay. What else you know about ERP? Day to day planning, day to day activities. You said, yeah, that is okay. That is high level. What else it do? Vinay, do you know anything about it? ERP.
I think it is a holistic application which caters end to end needs of the customers.
Correct. Correct. So organizations in the organizations, let's say, we have different departments, right? We have finance, we have taxation, we have management reporting, we have a sales, we have a production, we have a procurement, we have a sales, we have a human resource management. There are n number of departments we have. Let's say if you are taking and if you're operating your business in one of a software application, there is no other way. You just have to finalize one software application to run all your business needs. So not only one department, finance. Hey, finance, SAP is good. I'll use SAP for finance. Maybe I'll use Oracle for logistics activities. Maybe material management and sales and distribution. No, anybody, any customer who want to start their business into application, they'll think all the angles. Let's say how many departments I am handling, how my business is running. So looking at my business line of business, which ERP product in the market is suits best for me. So it means it's a end-to-end solution for me. I don't need to look for something in other application and something in other application. That is the main intention of ERP application. It will not target only one particular department in the organization. It takes care of maximum. They'll try, they'll incorporate all the functionalities, and they used to sell their application in the market to the various customers. So now SAP is a ERP application that we know, and if you want to more detailed description or a history, maybe you just Google it. You will get a lot of content in Wikipedia. So that is how the world is running. And the other thing I'm telling, nobody in the interview are going to ask you this all what are we discussing maybe today and tomorrow. Nobody asks you nowadays. Okay, so SAP is a ERP application. Now tell me, in the market, how many ERP applications we have? Hmm? Maybe name
Multiple.
it one or two.
Oracle, TLE,
Oracle, Tally, and also add SAP. Yeah.
SAP.
Hmm. You guys know Tally and Oracle, Vinay and Prema?
Essay.
Okay. What does Oracle do and what does Tally do? The same kind of functionality? They are also ERP applications, right?
Tally used by small kind of
Organizations,
I-
yes. But that also we call it as a ERP only, right? That is
essay.
also ERP. Okay, if you know this much and you have a Microsoft MS Dynamics, this is also one of a good ERP application, MSD, Microsoft Dynamics. You name it, there are a number of ERP applications in the market, but people mostly talk about maybe Workday, Workday also a ERP application. But most of the people will talk about Oracle and SAP. Okay, they both are the same ones. And for SAP, Oracle is a competitor. For Oracle, SAP is the competitor in the market. Okay, that is how it runs. So Yes, Prema said Tally is used for small organizations. I'll come to that point. Now, I have many ERP application. While client selecting the ERP application for their business, they have to understand the things. So let's say, take you are the example. You are running one business. Maybe you are running a cloth shop. Maybe Vinay. So in your business, you have a daily n number of transactions you have. It's not possible that you record everything in a book. That was a old way of recording a business transactions, right? Now at least you need a application to record your business. So you decided to buy one application. While buying an application, how do you think? What are the prerequisites or precautions you take? Vinay?
Yeah. So before going to any application,
Hmm.
need to check the suitability of that application for my needs
Correct. Hmm.
primarily.
Hmm.
So in this context, like while going for a cloth business, for the cloth business shop, so I have to check whether it is feasible to have we have a inventory, we have a material management system, and which caters the human the HR, or the human management applications part,
Hmm. Okay.
and the billing, invoicing.
Hmm.
So logistics need to check.
Okay.
So if it caters all these needs, then definitely we can go for the application.
Okay. There is one more important thing as a client or a customer you would think what was that? Maybe a budget.
Yeah, but definitely.
So whether let's say Oracle is quoting once a year. How much? Once a year. So then maybe Tally is costing maybe 0.5 0.5 million. So not 0.5, 0. Maybe 0.5 million. Then SAP is quoting 2 CR. Then MSD is costing maybe equivalent to 2 CR. Okay. And Workday is costing 1.5 CR. Now your business turnover is yearly maybe 15 lakhs or 20 lakhs. Yearly your business turnover. Now tell me maybe 15 lakhs or else I'll write 0.15 million. Now tell me. So this is your turnover, and if we compare the ERP applications in the market, they are pricing licenses this much. And now, how you select based on your budget only, right? How much budget I have for the ERP application? Maybe 3 to 5 lakhs or something. Maybe you will not give that much also. Maybe 1 to 3 lakhs. Does that make sense? Everybody will
Yes.
think that way, right? So I'm doing a business this much, my turnover is 15 lakhs, I cannot go for 1 crore ERP application, right? Why I'm mentioning here values is you should understand what is the value, what is the licensing cost of application you are working. If you know the importance, you will understand the criticality. How do you get the most salary, right? Why do you get the most salary? There could be a dependency, right? That is the reason you have to understand. Likewise, businesses when they want to buy, they'll first check what are their needs, what kind of business they are doing, what are the needs, complete end-to-end needs to be recorded in the system. Based on that, they'll come to a conclusion. Then suitability in a sense, So everything will not work in SAP. I'm telling you before in hand. Whatever application, be it Oracle, SAP, Microsoft Dynamics, or a Workday, any ERP application you buy, entire your business needs won't possible to fulfill with one ERP application. That is not at all possible. Again, you have to do some interfaces, some third party application for few of the activities. SAP application will connect to the some other party application, other third party applications, and they do some kind of business stuff. అవేంటి అనేది we cannot discuss now, it's very early, but later you will understand. So that is a reason, suitability in a sense, whether if I go for a SAP application, but I want to maintain maybe my sales quotations and maybe purchase quotations, not in SAP. In SAP also I can do it, but I'm not happy with the way how SAP does this. I have a different third party application. I'll use that. I'll do a quoting there, and that quoting has to be interfaced to SAP system. How SAP system receives. So whether that suitability is there or not. Maybe let's talk about exchange rates. Exchange rates will daily keep on changing, right? So I don't want to manage exchange rates in SAP system. I want a third party system. So how it will be? And again, I want to do a invoicing screen, and the way invoice does in SAP, I don't like it. I have a dedicated third party application for invoicing. I'll connect that. That kind of stuff very much needed. Business will think. In business, in a sense, business side also they have a technical people in the sense the people who authorize it to understand the business and buy the software licenses in a sense, what are the software applications are needed for our business. Are they good in terms of functionality? Are they good in terms of budget? Are they sustainability also? They'll say check. It's not about 1 year, 2 years, right? The business will going keep on. So next 5 years, what are their thoughts? Are they going to do continuous R&D or not? Like that, there are many things they'll think and they'll buy it. So if they buy SAP, yes, we are into the game now, right? Now, if we go to the little, now we understand. Now we understand slowly, one by one, we are understanding. And what is SAP? We know it's a ERP. What does ERP do? That we know. Then, what are our competitors? How the application will be dealt in the business for a market for the client? That we have seen. Now, let's coming to a next step. What is there in SAP and what are we going to learn? In SAP, what are we going to learn? Tell me, guys. What are we going to learn here, Vinay?
FICO.
Yeah. So, FICO. Now, tell me, FICO is a one module or two modules?
Two modules.
Two more.
Very good. That is correct. So, one is FI and the other one is CO.
CO.
Now, Prema, tell me, what is the meaning of FI?
Financial accounting,
Hmm. Financial accounting. Very good. Now, what is the CO?
controlling,
Controlling. What is the other name of controlling? Management accounting. Right? Okay, good. So we are learning two modules. Now tell me, in SAP, only we have FICO or any other modules also there? We call them as a modules, right? SAP
other
divided
modules
in.
also there, sir.
What are the other modules?
Yeah, ma'am.
Material management,
Okay, material management. Yes.
ABAP,
sales and distribution,
Okay, sales and distribution. Hmm.
ABAP,
production planning,
PP, production planning. I'll come to your version.
ABAP,
Okay. You're talking about Papa. Okay. I'll write
Okay.
here. Okay. Next. What else we have? Vinay, you know anything?
Warehousing,
Warehousing.
Basis, I don't know.
Uh,
HR, Human Resource Capital.
HCM. Hmm. Somebody told basis. Vinay, is that
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Yes.
Okay. Right. We have a basis. Then
Supply Chain Management.
that falls under half in MM and half in a ST.
Okay, sir.
Then likewise we have a many things, right? Slowly you'll understand what is needed. Warehouse management, human, human capital management. If you write PS, project system. Likewise, there are many modules. Okay, if you Google it, SAP core modules or no modules list, you just Google it, you'll get the complete list. So while writing it, so I'm always writing above one basis and a separate. Why? Why I'm doing that? And meantime, can somebody tell me what is the full form of ABAP? Advanced Business Application Programming. Better if you remember this, it will give you some time, some value. I'm telling you, but try to remember this meaning ABAP. So why I'm writing these two differently is they are the technical modules in SAP. Okay, how technical, what they do, let's understand. Before we go there, let's talk about our modules. FI and CO, what exactly they do, and also we have other modules also. These modules we call with one name. There is a name for these modules. What was that name? In real time, we call with one name. Anybody know?
Functional Modules.
Perfect. Functional modules. So the modules I've written in these boxes, them we call it as a functional modules. We'll talk about why do we call them as a functional modules also. And these are the technical modules. And in the technical modules, you have a PI, PO, right? PA, PO also you have process integration, process orchestration. This is SAP admin. If we take these are the technical models, okay? So let's talk about our module first, then we'll talk about the other modules also. So what does exactly FI module do for a business? Why they need FI module? Why do they need FI module, guys?
To book that our daily accounting entries and all.
Booking.
Day-to-day accounting booking of accounts.
Let maybe bookkeeping. I'll write this way,
Yeah.
okay? Then what else?
Reporting,
Reporting. What reporting? In terms of reporting?
like management information reporting, like budgets and profit
Mm-hmm.
analysis,
Okay.
variances between, like comparison between previous year to current period, different kind of reports.
Okay. Then Okay. Any other answers from Vinay and Prema? If you are, no need to be right, okay. Sometimes I'll also not know the complete picture. But yes, you have to speak. That is how it works. What is there in your mind? Shoot.
And profit and loss.
Yeah. Who is telling this?
Vinay.
Correct. Then,
We have to know the financial positions of the company.
financial position. How do we know? How do we know?
We will prepare P&L account, balance
Yes.
sheet.
Correct. P and L already covered. Now the
And
other one is
sheet can we have in this?
yes. Yes. We have. Okay. So overall, if you see, we have written bookkeeping. Yes, bookkeeping is nothing but daily business transactions. What are the different transactions happens? Yes, definitely they have to record in the system. If you record the transactions only, you will get the reports. And when we are talking about the reports, there are two things in the reports. What are they? Anybody know? Types of reports?
I think internal reports and management, MIS, management information system means high level information reportings, and internal reports means like
You are going over and over internal reports only.
uh,
Okay, there
mm,
is a opposite word to internal reports, right? What
mm,
is
External.
external
external
reporting,
external
right?
report.
External report.
Your internal report and your management report, both the
Mm,
same.
mm,
Okay, management is nothing but your internal, right? And
yes,
internal is internal. External reports. External reports are your
balance
P&L
sheet,
account
P&L.
and balance sheet, right?
Mm,
So nobody bothers. Nobody bothers. You are doing a business and you are not generating internal reports. There is no worry at all. But legally, as per Companies Act, you register your organizations and you are doing a business. And at the end of a financial year, if you are not preparing your external reports like a P&L and balance sheet, and you are not getting audited and submitted to the local tax departments, that is not allowable, right? They'll not allow you that way. Will they allow? No, right? Mandatorily, external reports has to be prepared. Internal reports are for your purpose, your organization, how good you are doing, where you are doing good, where you are doing bad. If you know, based on that, you take a decisions and maybe you plan it, you budget it, and you run it maybe in a right manner so that you get the more margins than the cost. That is the other thing. But external reports are mandatory, guys. Without external reports, nobody accept you. If you are doing a business, so you registered a GST number, everything is registered. What exactly you have to do at the end of a financial year? What do we do? We don't do anything, huh?
We have to pay income tax.
Hmm. It is used for external. In the market, people don't know. This is very bad. What does exactly FI do? But still, they have a 5 years, maybe 10 years of experience. Okay, that looks not good. We should know our roots and basics, right? Okay, it is used for external reporting. External reporting and the what does it do? Actually, it tells your position of a business, right? Your position of a business. External reports under NT P&L. What is the full form of P&L?
Profit and loss account.
Profit and loss account. Yes. So now let's talk about external reporting a bit more. Why external reports are mandatory? As I told you, every organization have a, let's say, every business you do, every country you do a business. In every country you have a physical year and a calendar year are different. Agree or not agree?
Yes, sir.
In some countries, they have a physical year and calendar year, both are same. Agree or not agree?
Yes, agree.
Agree. Now tell me, Vinay, in India, what is a calendar year and what is a physical year?
So calendar year starts from January to December, and the fiscal year or the financial year starts from April to March.
Perfect, right? Correct. So now let's talk about during your financial year, whatever business you do, you have to finalize your books of accounts, right? Your P&L account mainly and balance sheet, along with if you have a cash flow, you can prepare it. But to the tax department, you have to submit these two reports. Before you submit, audit has to be happened, and then you submit it based on the profit. You have to declare your tax portion, how much you are going to pay. So if you say for some reason, hey, I'm not well during the March period, I could not able to submit my external reports to you. Maybe I'll submit later. Next year I'll submit this year's financial reports also. Is that an acceptable practice or no? Strictly no.
No.
Strictly no, right?
Hmm.
At any cost, maybe the financial year closes in 31st March in India, maybe 5 days or 10 days buffer you take, you close your books of accounts and you have to submit. If you're doing a business legally, okay, as for Companies Act, you have a registered organization and you have a full structure, everything you're doing, no matter what, you have to submit the external reports. And also, why we are calling it as external reports in a sense, we as an organization, we refer these reports very much. We understand our position. So make sure that the results are also right. Whatever you prepare an external report, the result should be accurate at most 100%. You should not, at least if you're not making, you're not creating them accurately, but don't do a intentional no adjustments or a mistakes like somebody does, maybe Satyam computers did, right? They don't have orders in hand, still they show their orders, open orders, and with that they got the investments and share price increase. There was a lot happened and finally he screwed. That is how it happened. That is the reason max we try to give the right information because there will be a validation later. Okay, I'm giving my external reports to the tax departments. That is fine. In India, I'll give to our income tax department. In US, maybe federal government. In Europe, every European country have their European tax departments. Likewise, they have to submit. So physical years are different among the countries. That you have to understand. Okay, when we are talking in real time, we create a project. While creating a project, we'll get the requirements correctly. Let's say if a client is coming into SAP, you selected as a consultant to implement. The first question you have to ask, what kind of business you are doing, how many countries you are doing. Why you are asking how many countries you are doing? Because you should know based on a country, you can differentiate easily how many physical years I need to define in the system. Right? That you will understand later. Okay, we are giving the external reports to income tax departments. They are mandatory, that I know. And who else can refer our external reports, our organization external reports?
Sh-
Shareholders and
Hmm.
auditors.
Shareholders,
Auditors.
auditors are reviewed and they approved and the reports are out. Okay.
Yeah.
So then who else? Shareholders, right?
Hmm.
Hmm. Not only shareholders, maybe speculators also. Like I'm interested in your organization. Based on your external reports only, I get to know whether you are doing a business in a profit way or you are doing in a loss way. What will tell to me? Your external reports only tell to me, right? I'll go to your company portal. I'll see based on a financial year your reports, how good you are doing last year and how good you are doing this year. how it was for last 5 years. Everything I'll compare, and if I am okay, I'll invest. External report should be very transparent and accessible to anybody. Anybody. They'll just paste it in the after approval. They'll paste in their internet portal, and it means they're accessible to anybody who are interested. Shareholders, yes, that is the one thing. Likewise, you name it, anybody can access, and they'll understand. Let's say you take any company MRF, how good MRF is doing. Okay, they got this much profit. Oh, very good. Let me invest some money if I have money. That is how it happens. So, for any organization, with this, we understand FI model is a mandatory. Yes or no? External reports are mandatory or not mandatory? If you say I'll submit next year, nobody accept you, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
External reports are mandatory. So it means with this statement we understand any organization in a sense, any client, MRF, Mercedes Benz, any organization, maybe Philips, you name it, any organization, any multinational organization, they're using SAP or Oracle or MST or Workday. Be it any ERP application, now you tell me they need in a first phase FI model is needed or not needed?
Yes, required.
Needed, sir.
You can skip any model, but you cannot skip FI model. FI model is every organization. Finally, what happens in the organization, it comes to the end as a numbers, right? Be it a PNL or a balance sheet, it's a finance, it's a amount, right? That is the reason it has more importance. So if you see in the market, you have a 70 to 80% of a hold in FI model. If you ask out of 10 candidates, 10 professionals, you ask, hey, in which module you working so far in your 10 years? Okay, maybe 70 to 80% I was in FI only. Why they'll say FI? Because it is a bread and butter to the business, right? So that is the reason in the market you have a more opportunities in FI model only. It doesn't mean that you don't have a weightage or value to control limit. No, no, no. That 30% organizations purely who are into manufacturing and they are to do a pricing. For a pricing also they want to have a planning. What is the actual cost? What was my planning? What is the actual cost? What was the variance? Where I have to go and settle? There is a too much process also involved in controlling side. That is also very interesting. If you compare with FI, controlling model will be very interesting. Okay, that is how it works. Now let's talk about a CO. CO is what? It's an internal reporting. Okay. When I am talking about internal reporting, what does it come to your mind? Internal reports. Let's say you plan, you have monthly maybe 1 lakh income. So that income is incoming to your pocket. So maybe most of the persons what they do, they prepare a planning, right? So this much is my, let's say, income for every month. These are my expenses, maybe commitments. This is my saving. Finally, we'll have a rough calculation, right? Whether somebody writes or not, but it will be there in their mind. Yes or no? We should have it, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
We should have it. Likewise, if you're talking about organization, for the organization also there should be a planning, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How they plan? Now tell me. They have to plan it, right? Planning. They do a planning. This year, how it will be? Maybe next 3 months, how it will be? Complete year, how it will be? They'll plan in advance. Planning for what? What is going to be my cost? What is going to be my revenue? Right? They'll plan it. And there is a another term similar to planning. There is a budgeting. What is mean by budgeting? What is the difference between a planning and budgeting? If you know, well and good. Otherwise, when topic comes, we'll discuss in detail. Maybe Vinay, you know, what is the difference between planning and budgeting?
Not exactly, but
No, you should. What is there in your mind?
maybe
Should.
budget. Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe budgeting refers to allocating the money to different modules or different WBS.
Hmm. Yes, when I'm talking about budget, you're talking about project systems. Very good. Yes, that is how SAP works. So, can you tell me in one shot, maybe a single answer, difference between planning and budgeting?
Uh, planning planning involves like I mean what has to be done in a particular way, and budgeting is allocating the financials to the to whatever which is planned.
Hmm. Correct. I'll tell you simple example. Okay, you're
Okay.
far reached, but conclusion didn't happen well.
Okay.
Okay, planning in a sense, you wanted to buy maybe a bike. Okay, maybe a jacket you want to buy. Okay, rain jacket or whatever you want to buy. That is your planning. I wanted to buy a jacket maybe this month or a coming month. For that, I'll be thinking maybe a 2000, maybe a 3000 is my planned. I just planned it. I've gone to the shop, I've seen many brands. Among the brands, I've selected one piece which is 2000. But I thought it may be a 3000, but actual cost was 2000. 1000 there is a variance, favorable variance. My planning was 3000, actual was 2000. Yes, I am done, I am good. This is a planning can sometimes go beyond and less also, but variance can be a favorable variance or a unfavorable variance. That is planning. You plan something, accordingly you acted, but sometimes your planning go beyond and less, something like that. Budgeting means your father, maybe you were giving a money to your kid. Okay, hey, I'm giving you 2000 rupees, you just buy a jacket, that's all. I am not giving more than a penny. 2000 is a budget I fixed for that activity. So I have your kid taken your money and he went and he bought a jacket. While he is buying, he has many options, but his budget is restricted to 2000 rupees only. Then what he'll do? He'll buy what is there best he have for a 2000 and he'll buy and he'll come. Yes or no? If you want to buy more than 2000, again he has to come back and ask you, hey, Papa, can you please give me some more budget? Because the product is more than 2000. If I am not giving, he cannot able to buy it. Agree or not agree? I am fixing a budget means budgets are locked. You cannot spend even a penny more on the budget. If you want to buy more than the budget, again you have to take approval and you have to get the money released in the system, then you go and you buy it. Understood? Planning will accept you if you plan 100 rupees. What is it? Planning and budgeting. Planning very simple. Let's say we are in November. November, my planning for expenses, for example, my maybe personal expenses. I thought it will be 10,000, but actual expenses maybe 11,000. Okay, maybe 9,000. Anything can happen without any restrictions. System will accept you. It will show you variance of favorable. If you have a planning for 10,000 and actually is 9,000, I have a favorable, right? Favorable. If it is going big beyond, you will have a unfavorable variance you have. But when it is coming to a budget, for the same thing, if you see budget, your planning is 10,000, your budget should be 10,000. And at the end, there should not be any variance. Done, zero. Got it? So, this kind of budget things, if you want to get it clarified now only, kind of activities, let's say HR event or kind of some events will be planned in the organizations. Maybe they want to invest some money in some research and development, some product they want to build. They'll give some budget. If you don't mark the budget, what happens? There can be a misuse, right? In terms of organization, in terms of personal life also, if you don't plan a particular budget, there can be a misuse also, right? So based on the situation, organizations will plan for something, will budget for something. In the system, we'll see how it works exactly. For now, you got the high level understanding. What is the difference between a planning and budgeting?
Yes.
Others?
Yeah.
Prema, you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have a planning, I have a budgeting. Out of planning and budgeting, what I'll take? I'll take something, right? What I'll take? My planning is like this. My budgeting is like this. Based on this, what I'll take? Decision, right? We can make the decisions, right? Decision
Yes.
what? Decision what? Let's say I'm doing a business in India, maybe in a Bangalore, it's a cost is going very much and profit margin is very less. If I know that information, what I'll do? I'll still continue to do the business, or maybe in Hyderabad, the business is going too fast, but still I cannot able to manage. There are still orders, but I am not fulfilling 100%. There is a boom in a business. In Bangalore, no. Then what the management no do based on this, results. If you know the information this, then what they'll do? Simple. If you are a manager, maybe managing director, what do you do? Your business is
We
going.
will extend our business in Hyderabad.
And what about Bangalore?
Bangalore also we will continue because
Mm-hmm.
there is no loss.
I told it's a loss.
Loss.
Hmm. Your expenses are
That
more
depends
and margin
on
is very less.
that is depends on the brand value and all.
That's what I told you. You are a managing director, you're a business, this is how you're performing. What do you do? I told in the Hyderabad you could not able to manage 100% orders fulfillment, right?
Mm.
Then what do you do?
Then we will once again we will check our Bangalore expenditure, what is the cost and what is our revenues and all. Accordingly, if we require, we will change any
Hmm.
anything.
Okay, it depends upon a management decision, but I am into that position. If I am a CFO, CEO, I'll see yes. First, I'll see whether the branding thing. So I'll keep the office in a Bangalore. I'll do a minimal transactions. Okay, I'll see where possibility to manage a cost and all, and appropriately I'll take. I'll shift the resources and machinery, everything what I have in a Bangalore, maybe to a Hyderabad. Maybe order intake process I follow from Bangalore to Hyderabad, and I'll based on order I get in a Bangalore, maybe I produce in a Hyderabad and I ship it in 1 or 2 days, something like that. We do a adjustments in the organization. But how you get to know? If you follow internal reporting only. Internal reporting will tell you how good or how bad you are doing your business. But ultimately, external reporting, what it will say at the end of a financial year, you got a once year profit or once year loss. It will tell you that's all. It will not tell you in detail which product is bringing you more value, in which place you are getting a more value, and how good, how bad you are doing in terms of countries, in terms of places. You can drill down, you name it. Let's say in India, I have a two products, one is a service, one is a physical product. This product in India, in Bangalore I am doing good. Let's say Karnataka I am doing good. In Karnataka, where I am doing good? In Bangalore I am doing good. Where I am doing worst? Maybe you name it, Chikmagaluru something. There are places, right? You can further drill down. This functionality you have in a controlling mode. Controlling module is an internal reporting. It helps you to make it right decisions and plan accordingly for coming year, coming 5 years. You can plan it, you can predict it. At least not 100%. Maybe chances are 70 to 80% you can predict and plan accordingly. And my planning and budgeting and decision making, do I need to publish it to the others outside of organization? So, like external reports, we are giving to anybody who are interested, everybody is accessing. Now, tell me, internal reports, can I give it to outside of organization?
No.
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about you, Vinay?
No, it cannot be shared.
It cannot be shared. Correct. So internal reports are the main name meaning itself. It is an internal report. Internal report means inside only, not outside. For a management only. That is the reason we have other name management accounting. What is a management accounting? You manage your costs among your profits or a margins. That is the internal reporting. You take a call on it. Planning, budgeting, decision making, and there is a one more term. What is that? Some term which starts with F. It has a similar meaning. What is the other term I'm missing here? Anybody? Any guess? Forecasting. What is the difference between okay, leave it. Tell me what is the general meaning of forecasting?
Like expecting
Hmm. Expecting what?
what or how much it will be cost and all
Hmm.
revenue, how it can
Forecasting.
be forecast
Forecasting is your future
future. Yeah.
prediction, right?
Mm.
That's what I told. Maybe for 1 year, coming year, 5 years, down to your previous results and looking at the market situation, market trend, you can forecast it. Nobody forecasts 100%, right? That is highly impossible. 70 to 80% we can forecast, and 20% maybe threshold we can have, and they can take a decision. That is how it works. But from today onwards, you guys should understand SAP is a ERP, one of a ERP, top ERP in the market. Okay. And SAP ERP licensing cost is very huge. If you think it's in lakhs, you are not understanding correctly. This application cost is very high, and based on the users and based on a licensing, uh, while taking a licensing also there are many things in consideration. I'll explain in the coming classes. So being the cost of a application is very high, so 99 to 99.9% the organizations which are doing really good, and multinational organizations, not only multinational organizations, I'm telling the organizations which are doing really good, they have good turnover and they can afford, they can buy it. Afford, who can afford, they can buy the SAP application license. But top most multinational companies are using SAP application, that you remember, and the cost is high. And when I'm talking about a multinational organization, they have a n number of units. Units in a sense, each unit you consider as a country. If you take one top most brand, what was that? Tell me. One company, multinational company which operates in many countries. Each one of you tell me one company.
Unilever.
Unilever, very good. If I ask you Unilever, what kind of products they produce? What kind of business
FMC.
line they are into?
The FMCG, like
Hmm.
food and daily needs and all.
Okay. If I ask you maybe stupid, what is mean by FMCG?
Food,
Hmm.
um, consumable goods.
Okay. Okay, very good. We will come back again. If you have mobile, you just Google it and be ready.
Mm,
Okay. Tell
yes,
me
sir.
one company, you, Vinay.
Tata Group.
Okay. Tata, they operates in many countries. They have a manufacturing units in India, but consulting they do throughout.
Yes.
Okay. Then Prema,
Infosys.
Infosys. Yes, they do IT operations in many countries, right? And also Wipro. So they are the Indian IT companies, right? Very good. So they are doing businesses in many countries and they have operations. So to manage, they need a solid ERP application. They go for SAP. And being you selecting SAP as your career, you have a nice career also. You'll get a nice salary. So why you get a nice salary is because the application where it is being used is nice. They have a huge business. They have a huge profits and there is a lot of scope. That is the reason you have a scope to get a nice salary and get settled. That is how interlinked. Okay, the boat you are traveling is running in losses. You will also no, run in losses, right? A simple funda. That is the reason you have to remember. And if you're getting little more salary extra, are you getting? You have little more headache in your brain, right? So why I am telling is what is the main difference between an accountant and a consultant? Our role is a consultant, right? We are a consultants. What is the one difference between an accountant and a consultant?
Accountants are like end users. What we have implemented and created,
Hmm.
accountants will use that end product.
Okay. Okay. If I tell this in simple manner, accountant is like whatever he has to do. Let's say I have to post this invoice. I'll open a system. If system allows me, I'll post the invoice. I open the system somehow not behaving correctly and it's not allowing me to post the invoice. Then our role comes. Why you are not able to post? What is the issue it is coming? We have to fix the issue in the backend application level. Understood?
Yes.
So to taking that, let's say he told he could not able to post the invoice from a 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. onwards, and he reached you maybe at 10:15 a.m. So once he reached you, until you fix that issue, you feel little worried and not cool mind, right? You feel something you have to fix means how do you think? Where is the issue? Where is the issue? How to fix? How to fix? You think and you get little tension, right? Maybe career starting, maybe for 3 months, you will have a tension. If you're taking every day that tension became a normal, right? Yes or no? That is how IT works. First 4 5 months you learn and you face and you feel everything is a tension and strange. After 5 months you are addicted to it and you are okay to it. Then later what happens? Yeah, okay, I'll fix it. But most of the consultants, what they do is they'll not understand the problem at all. I am asking something, hey, this is not working. They'll not listen my problem completely. They want to Google it, they want to call his friend, they want to see the material, they want to see whatever channel they have, and they want to fix it in 2 to 3 minutes. They want to fix the issue. That is the mindset every consultant will have. but that is wrong. First, you understand. First, you understand. Spend the time to understand the problem. Then you will get the right solution. How to do it? I'm telling you, but even in our class, we do a project implementation. We will do during that time also. You guys first of all try to fix the issue in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. That way only you will think. There we will discuss more. Okay. So now we are talking FI is for external reporting. You have to remember always then. From today onwards, you have to remember. FI module, yes, it fulfills external reporting. For any organization, external reporting is mandatory. Without external report, nobody can skip the external reporting. So what are the external reports? P&L account and balance sheet. And coming to controlling, it's an internal reporting for a management reporting purpose. It is an internal purpose. Let's say FI is a mandatory module. Now coming to CO, is it a mandatory or is it an optional? Whether the client want to activate it or they want to deactivate it or maybe they don't activate it. Tell me, can they take a decision? Is it optional or a mandatory again? Tell me.
It is mandatory to internal business only.
Okay. Mandatory, if you say mandatory, I am buying a SAP ERP application. I have a form, okay? I have a form discussion. I have to select which modules are needed. Tick. This is needed X. For CO, what I have to do? Is it X or not X?
Yes.
X. Okay. So this is purely a business decision. Okay, how much they are interested in internal reporting, they want to spend the money. If you are selecting here X means you have to spend the money. Your license cost will be vary, right? Based on the models you select, you have to pay money to SAP. Okay. So what a business do is 99% of a businesses they'll activate a controlling, but they'll not use a full-fledged functionalities in controlling. Why means actually I'm not doing a manufacturing. Okay, I'm not producing any product in a factory. So still do I need to do a product costing? That is a product costing. How much cost I'm producing, in the cost, what is the actual labor cost, what are the activity costs, what is the material cost, what is the manufacturing mission cost. Do I still need to calculate that if I'm not doing that business at all?
No, sir.
No. Straight away no, right? But controlling law, there are few things, few topics on time, few functionalities. They can be used for any organization. Irrespective of organization, in a controlling module, there are few topics, functionalities, they can be used. That functionalities every business will use. What are the functionality? We will see in our coming classes. Next, we are part of functional module. Along with FICO, we have other functional modules also we have. So ERP application doesn't mean only FI and CO. It means complete requirement, material management, sales and distribution, production and planning, warehouse management, human capital management, project systems. There are many. So if you combine everybody, it's a complete package. Again, if I have a material management requirement in my business, I'll select this. Otherwise, I'll not select. If I have a sales and distribution through integration, I'm selling my product, I'll activate this. If I have a production, I'm doing a own production, then I'll activate it. I have a human capital management, I have a recruitment, I have a statutory things, PF, gratuity, these things I have to take care. I will monitor everything in the system, SAP only, HCM I'll activate. Project system, I have a budgeting and I have actuals, I have a cost and the revenue reconciliation I want to see, then I'll activate project system. These all are functions. Now we are calling them functional modules. Why do we call them as a functional modules? What is the meaning behind it? Can somebody tell me? We're calling all this
These
as a functional
these
models.
modules are
Hmm.
these modules are involved in our day-to-day business function.
Okay, very good. Any other answers? Any other answer? Vinay, do you think?
No,
Go on, Prema.
no, sir.
Okay, Vinay.
Yeah, maybe they facilitate the business.
Hmm. Business. It's a general term, right? What I'm not talking function in SAP, I'm not talking function in Oracle. Function will be live everywhere, right? Finance are a controlling, external reporting, internal reporting. It will be there in any organization, yes or no? It will be there, right? It will be there in any
Yes.
organization. Be it Oracle, Tally, SAP, MST, or Workday. You can work in any application. But there also you have these functional modules, yes or no? There also you have a
Yes, sir.
finance, external reporting. There also you have a controlling. There also you have a management accounting, material management, sales and distribution. Everything you have. Function is not talking. It's not specific to your software application. It's a process and it's a generic requirement fulfillment. Understood? Finance, profit and loss account. If you are an Oracle consultant, still you talk finance, FI module, external reporting, P&L, balance sheet. How to get that done? FI consultant will have to work. Internal reporting, controlling consultant. Material management, MM. Understood? And also, this is a function. In these two functions, you guys have an interest. You guys have an interest. You have a somehow you have education. Maybe you have somehow work experience. There are kind of variations made you to choose these modules. Why you guys have not chosen MM or ST? What is the reason? That is because of function. You are into this function and you are interested in these functions, right? Yes or no? Function is a, I can say, maybe even easier word is a syllabus. A syllabus. Okay. This syllabus, in terms of education, in terms of a professional, in terms of your career, somewhere you have this function is in your life, and you want to be in this function only going forward also. Then you are selecting FICO model. Understood? It's a function. Function will be there in all applications. The way you do it in SAP, the way you do it in Oracle will be different applications, but function is function. Understood? Vendor invoice means vendor invoice only. Vendor invoice and we are talking about functional things, right? It's a business things, business language అది అర్థమైందా? You got it?
Yeah.
You guys understand or not?
Yes, yes.
It's a very simple. It's a function. That's all. Everything works in a function. Function will be same in any application. Application only different, but the rest of the things are same. Syllabus is syllabus wherever you go. Okay. That is the reason we call them as a functional modules, and we are a functional consultant. What does it mean by a next thing in a functional consultant? We don't write any code. Do you guys think we are going to write any programming in SAP and coding? Else if
No.
conditions, do we write? Size of basa equal to this or that, if not, if else statements. Are we going to write any coding?
No.
No, no, right? We understand business. Based on that business requirement, how SAP can be activated, we configure, we test it, and we hand over it. Right? That is how we do. And there is a support thing also. After handover, if they get any issues, business will come to us as a consultant. We have to understand where it has gone wrong. We have to fix the error. We are like the consultants, functional consultants. We don't do any coding. Then you guys tell me any software application needs a code or a program to run. Are you agreeing? Any application, be it any application, in a back end, it should have a programming or a coding. Are you agreeing or not agreeing?
Yes.
Others?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, SAP works on a programming language called ABAP. SAP know the language, ABAP language. What is the meaning of ABAP? Advanced Business Applications Programming. In this language only, SAP is written, SAP is programmed. So, based on this program, your FI, CO, MM, all other modules will work, function. Basically, whatever you written here, accordingly, this will function. If something has to be function, some activity is not working for FI consultant. Maybe some activity is not working for SD consultant. It can happen, right? While you're doing regularly, something is working fine. All of a sudden, sometimes maybe program works differently. There is a possibility, right? During that time, we are not the persons to go inside a program and check and modify it or change it. We cannot do that. We need a technical support, right? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Uh, so you are not alone in anywhere in a implementation project or a support project, wherever you are. You have your colleagues. In other functional model colleagues you have based on client requirement. So functions are selected by a client. I want this function, this function. He'll select. Accordingly, functional consultants will be there. But technical consultants, technical modules, you cannot avoid this. ABAP, you must have. Basis, we will discuss. PI, PO. These two are integration related. What are they? We will discuss. So we'll not rush it. We just started today, right? There is lot to discuss. Maybe a week's time. It will take introduction and full command over what is SAP and how it runs, and further a lot we need to learn. Got it? I am just stopping here. Today I am not explain much. SAP, ERP, kind of licensing, and what is exactly FI, what is external reporting, what is the internal reporting. Rest we will discuss tomorrow. So before tomorrow class, whenever you get a maybe hour or a 30 minutes time, you guys read in a Google, wherever a platform you choose. Tell me what is a SAP ECC and what is a SAP S4 HANA in tomorrow class. Everybody has to tell me. So what is SAP ECC and what is SAP S4 HANA? Maybe 2 lines or 3 lines, that is fine. But you guys have to tell me. Already anyone know? We have SAP ECC and we have SAP S4 HANA now.
Yeah. I know.
You know.
Because
Very
we
good.
currently we are converting into SAP R3 to SAP S4HANA in our process.
Okay.
We're doing testing also.
Okay. You know Prema?
No, sir.
Okay. This is very important because you guys are in the beginning of S4 HANA. You should understand what is just shift happened between SAP ECC to S4 HANA. You Vinay, you know?
No, Krishna.
Okay. This is one thing you guys understand and tell me tomorrow. 2 liners. Every day you have something to prepare and tell me. Okay. And the next thing is a week, maybe a 6 days or 5 days, whatever I taught you, whatever you have learned. At least maybe twice in a week, maybe monthly 2 times, we plan a playback sessions. Why I'm telling I am stretching on this presentation skills is you should not have a presentation fear. Whatever you are explaining, you just have a thought process. You have to explain. In S4 HANA, we have to give a workshop to a business. Workshops in a sense, hey, this is how this application, this is how it works. You have to work like this. You have to present and tell them and show them some results in the system. Okay, presentation skills are very much important. If you say no, I have fear, I will not present, and then that will not work out. At any point you have to present and you have to explain. If you start now only, you don't feel shy and you don't feel new, right? You have to come out of that. That is the main thing. Got it? Whoever are presenting and explaining, they're getting a job and they are doing okay after getting a job also. And persons who has a fear, they are coming back on calling and they're asking still, sir. So I'm just telling you should have to leave that fear. Nothing will happen if I'm presenting something. I could not able to present well in sometimes. Maybe I'll present well in sometimes beyond I'll explain. It happens, right? It's a part of learning. Everybody, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You guys tell me tomorrow what is SAP CC S4 HANA. Then we will continue further. Okay?
Okay.
Any doubts on today's class?
No.
No, sir.
Okay. So what I'll do is